the shooting in Muskegon that killed one person and left another in the hospital. The neighborhood is coming together to pray.
So I get high,
27-year-old
so
Alex
high.
shot in the stomach and killed 27-year-old Carbisha Rogers.
So I get my niggas won't change them no. Even if I get famous, I swear the music I'm making, they feeling me now. I guess I got some type of history now. Okay, a young nigga live in effect. What? Be silent, perfecting my craft. Listen, dividing real riches with all of my niggas, and we are just working on math. Suddenly shit is just adding up, and I'm feeling bad. Shit, I can pop and puff. Puff passing in a two-seater, white bitch gon' blow me like a Aretha Franklin. I'm about money, Franklin. It's the conversation. She keep hating, I keep loud in rotation. Won't fuck with her. If she too basic, my memory of yesterday are gone. And I'm sitting here with these old thoughts, and I'm hoping time really don't fly. And I take my last toes off. Won't even talk about you marking niggas who flows bought and I don't buy. Don't ask me if I fuck with her. Being deep for decent.
And I hit the blunt yesterday, then I ashed it, thinking about the better days. Shit was classic. I pray to God y'all survive. Man, I wish I could fly. Man, I wish I could fly. So I get high, so high. Man, I wish I could fly. So I get high, so high. Man, I wish I could fly. Man, I wish I could fly.
There this year, and new tonight we uncovered stats that show it's the most dangerous part of the city.
24 Hour News' Heather Walker's been talking with the people who live there to find out why there is so much crime.
Look, yo, Aaron, what's going on? A lot changed since you been gone. See my mama holding on. Don't need a gym to be strong. I won't lie, I've been drinking, and yes, I have been smoking more. I'm not really proud. It's that loud. It's hard to ignore. Thinking about the moments we had ran from the police. Lord, forgive my sins. I'm blessed for all that you have done for me. Like babies, they want to rock Aaron's crib and put him asleep. Fuck whatever it is, you know that you can count on me. And my dog Dave, man, I rep you been. You still reppin' and put it on. When you deploy, pray that you making it back. Cause we all need you back home. I miss all of my soldiers and all the soldiers who gone. And I ask myself why this happened. Can I miss pain with an aspirin? Cause I hit the blunt yesterday, then I ashed it, thinking about the better days. Shit was classic. I pray to God y'all survive. Man, I wish I could fly. Man, I wish I could fly. So I get high, so high. Man, I wish I could fly. Man, I wish I could fly. So I get high, so high. Man, I wish I could fly. Man, I wish I could fly.
Because more kids are picking up guns. I don't understand why they want to give their life away doing that. Because when they get caught, they're going to prison.
Man, I wish I could fly.
High Tide Stick Radio wants to remind you not to do anything stupid on cannabis. You know, like get busted by your parents. You're listening to Doc MistaTre live on YouTube.
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name?
Rose.
Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.
Yeah. That's right. You are live with the Doc MistaTre. We are live in effect. It is Tuesday, December 22nd, live from Tampa, Florida. A little offset there, but we're good to go now. So we are, of course, live in effect from out here in Tampa, Florida, kicking it with y'all. Got it going on today, talk show. Yep, the Doc MistaTre. Got a lot going on. We were off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Went sailing yesterday. Had a good time with my little tiny cousin. We went out sailing. We went out to lunch. Did laundry. You know, all that crazy stuff that you do on your days off. A lot going on in the news today. I mean, I got pages on pages on pages of notes, and this isn't even marijuana content. This is just regular news. Like, that's how bad the weekend was. Some of the topics we're going to be talking about today: Las Vegas woman goes on driving rampage, kills a mother of three. Let's see here. The Enrique, the 24-year-old friend of Farouk, faces 25 years in federal prison. We're going to talk about the link between rage and outrage outbursts. Are they a mental disorder or is it a criminal disorder? 78 people missing after a deadly landslide in China. Somebody drops out of the political race. What politician was that dropped out of the political race over the weekend? And his comments about his opponents and his opponents from the other side of the aisle. Interesting stuff going on there. We also have, of course, an update in the Sandra Bland case. If you remember, we brought you that case when we first got here to Florida. And then, of course, the officers in the Officer Porter's jury returns. We'll just say returns. We're going to get into what that was about. And then, of course, Sergeant Bird Dog. Is he a traitor and a deserter, or is he a patriot, a warrior, and he's done his time in foreign jails? I mean, this is something where you guys decide that. That's not up to me. We are going to leave that to the opinion of the court. The court being you folks. I think that we all have our opinion of stuff like that, and I'm going to give you my opinion on, especially, oh, I love you, and thank you, because it was too full, and you knew that, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, I love her. If there was ever a better studio helper, there's not one. Dude, seriously, I was at High Tide Stick. NBC did a story on me. I still had to go grab my own coffee during the break. I'm not saying that I deserve, by the way, just so you guys know, I'm not that arrogant asshole. I'm not saying that I deserve the royal treatment. I'm not saying that I'm worthy of the royal treatment. I'm just saying when I get it, I know to enjoy it, because it doesn't happen all the time. Kelly will tell you that. Huh? How often do you get pampered? Let's be honest. Like, you're probably the worst person to ask that to, though, because you probably never go get pampered. Do you, Kel? Pampered? You know, like pampered. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yes, I do. I know I do. Oh, no.
Pampered at least once. Like, seriously, if you're out there right now, you're shopping for a gift, or you're getting ready to go shopping today, and you're listening to the show before you go shopping, it's Tuesday. For all you last minute shoppers, hey, I'm not talking shit, because I'm one too. Believe me, I'm that guy. I'm that last minute shopper guy. Trust that. So with that said, you know, are you a last minute shopper? And if you are, have you got your mama something? And if you haven't, maybe you should think about, you know, pampering your moms up, pamper moms up, folks. Come on, let's pamper the moms, guys. If you're not pampering your mom, you're a dick anyway. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you, in my opinion of it, I mean, my mom was an okay mom. And what I mean by that is that my mom was one of those moms that she really did what she had to do. I'm not gonna say that she really went above and beyond too often. That's just not who she was. And we accepted that, of course, because that's still mom. So if you're still out and you need to see your mama, or you need to get your mama something, why don't you start with, getting her pampered or something? I think that's a good idea. I think that if you got a mom out there, go take her, a spa day gift. Go take her, I don't know. Kelly, what are some good mom pampering gifts? Help us out here. A massage? Yeah. Hey, I know a massage therapist. It's that girl that Captain Mello's talking to. You know what I'm talking about? The one oh, you haven't talked to him since he started talking to that girl. Okay, so he's talking to this Colombian chick. Okay, she's pretty hot. I was gonna hit on her. I found out she was a baby. I think that's where I draw the line, though, Kelly. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're like 18, 19, 20, right, just to 21. I'm not saying I can't do you. I'm not saying I can't do the old dirty deed. You know, give her the old good O, the exciting O, right? You know what the O is, right? Use your imagination. What word starts with an O that makes you say, "Oh God, oh God"? No, well, yeah, it might be one of your male hoes. No, an orgasm, you dork. I'm saying I could give 18, 19, 20-year-old chick, I could give her the good old O. I'm 34. She's legal, whatever. I could give her the good old O. But to date anybody under 21, it's not even the drinking factor. It's just, I don't know if I actually look at anyone from 18 to 21 and consider them an adult. See, and you don't disagree with that. And I don't either. And so, like I told you about remember the 19-year-old I told you that I got it in with like earlier this year, and I didn't know she was 19. And once I found out she was 19, I stopped talking to her. I think that's me right there sleeping with anyone from 18 to 21. I knew she had to be at least 18 because she worked at the nightclub, right? But I assumed she was 21 because she was on the second floor where she worked, which was like a little bit more classy or upscale. I assumed wrong, by the way. But yeah, I can't date young girls like that. You date young girls? All right, that might have been a cheap shot and throwing somebody under the bus a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So, Kelly, you like chicks, huh? Do ya? Oh, I love you. I do love you to death. I hope you know that. Opening music today, by the way, from Blair Bassard, High Times. Great song. I love that hook, by the way. I really do. Like, Blair, if you ever get a chance to listen to the show, I really do love that hook on there. That's that. It's like, so I took a hit from the blind. Oh, no, what did it say? So I took a hit. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's like, I took a hit from the blind and I asked it, thinking about the better days. Shit was classic. Like, I love that. Like, how do you not love that? If you don't love that, I question your hip-hopism. The kid's got a great track, by the way. Thank you for providing that track, Mr. Bassard. That's Blair Bassard, by the way. You can contact him through my personal friends list, about the only way I could think of that you'll be able to find him, like, immediately. But if you guys really want to check out Blair's music, please, by all means, feel free. Check out Mr. Blair's music. You can go, like I said, find him on my page. He needs to give me, you know what he needs to give me, Kelly, is he needs to give me the website to his music, because I asked him for that. I was like, dude, I'm like the best publicist you're ever going to have on your squad, dude, just by simply playing your music. I post these guys' pages to my show, you know? So I sit back and I go, guys, you guys got to understand that I post your music for you. You have to do absolutely nothing. You have an ace on the team. Get off your ass and get me your links. People, what is wrong with you? That's all I'm saying. It's saying a lot, but that's all I'm saying. You heard? Help your boy out. That's all I'm saying. Let's get this music out there. You guys, you work hard for this shit, so let me help you work a little less harder. But in return, all I want is you to actually get me the God-blessed link to your damn music. Blair, calling you out, brother. Calling you out. I need that. I need that, big pimpin'. I need that pimpin'. Says pimpin'. Also realness. You know I love you guys to death, right? You know I love you to death. So, a lot of, like I said, a lot of news. You know, the funny thing is when you work in news and politics, news changes daily. I mean, changes daily with us. It's Taco Tuesday, by the way, so I will be having tacos today. So before we go to break, I do want to get into the first story now that we've talked about sex, drugs, and rock and roll right here on Live with the Doc MistaTre on YouTube. courtesy of High Tide Stick Radio, brought to you by, of course, Trezona LLC and YouTube. So the first story I want to get into is this Las Vegas woman. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. It was they were saying her name all over the news just a little bit ago, but she this woman like ran over and killed a bunch of people. Honestly, I'm not really sure like what her deal is in regards to that. I really don't. I don't know. I honestly don't know like what her problem is, why this happened, why she like flipped out, wigged out. None of that stuff. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's not something that I don't think I was built to understand this, because I just don't think that it's something that is going to register with me. I'm one of those people, like if it's just like, then it's, and I don't get it. I mean, it is what it is. But she killed a woman, a mother of three, ran over a bunch of people. A lot of the witnesses accounts that I've seen on like NBC, CSNBC, and Headline News, and on and on and on and on, and all these other news outlets that have been able to provide us and graciously provide us with so much extra information that we don't have somebody on the ground to get for us. So shout out to them and thank those guys for doing such a great job reporting and allowing some of that information to sort of trickle down to other news outlets like ourselves. But the thing here is that, just like I asked earlier, at what point, and we're going to get into this a little bit more during the second segment, but at what point do we look at this and we stop calling this, a mental problem or a mental breakdown because of a fight with a boyfriend? We start calling it what it is. This is downright criminal. You ran over people with a car. Somebody did this to me, and this is why it's such a touchy subject. And again, we're going to get into why the doc is all over this today on Monday, but it's personal. There's a little bit of personalness to this here. I'm going to let you know that right now. It really is. Other than that, and we'll get back to that now. And here's an update, by the way. And I want, we want to keep you guys up to date on what's going on with some of these things going on. But in some breaking news, the San Bernardino shooters, it's been looked into, or at least found, that the San Bernardino shooters' friend, who provided them with the weaponry that they used during their attacks in San Bernardino, is being held right now without bail, as they are considering him a terrorist threat or a terrorizable threat to the United States public, and therefore he's being held without bail. He faces 25 years in prison just for providing weapons to the alleged terrorists, Farouk and his wife. So definitely an interesting little change there. Also, 78 people missing in a deadly landslide in China. This was 2.5-3 days ago. And I think that this is one of those ones that's really going to frustrate any of you people out there that are into civil rights and things like that. China just has an impeccably terrible record, a horrible record on safety when it comes to their people. The funny thing is, the company that was using this section of area that collapsed onto the city, where 78 people are still missing, unknown number of people dead right now at this point. And the company actually said, hey, listen, by the way, we just want to give you guys a heads up that whether you know this or not, just a heads up, but that might fall in on you. So as much as we want to attack the credibility of the Chinese government's record on safety, the one thing that we also have to accept is that this company had came out and said, directly, it said, hey, listen, this is going to happen, and we did nothing about it. Okay. Before we go to break, Senator Lindsey Graham drops out of the Republican national ticket, decides that he's going to go ahead and move forward and move on with trying to continue his work in the U.S. Senate as a senior senator. He has some strong words for Donald Trump. And actually I think he was trying to reach out and say, hey, like, you might want to use me. I've been sitting on the defense, or I forget what committee he's exactly on. I think he's the chair. He's one of the chairs, or he's on the Committee for National Defense. He works with the Department of Defense constantly. So Senator Lindsey Graham, again, out of the race for the Republican national ticket. We're going to get ready to go to break. When we come back from break, again, we're going to get a little bit more into this. Are mental breakdowns that incite someone to go into rage downright just criminal, or is it a mental disorder? Which one is it? Weigh in through our comment section, and I'll tell you what the doc honestly thinks when we get back from the break. So just stick with us right here on High Tide Stick. We'll be back after the break. You're listening to the Doc MistaTre live on YouTube. No no Jamaican. We done one Puerto Rican, #1 son. Sport George would be world all for one man. Yeah, man, we smoke all day, so go God's man. Lord never surrender me, can't song wrong. Sammy, between my toes, feel so. High Tide Stick wants to remind you not to do anything stupid on marijuana. You know, like get busted by your parents. You're listening to the Doc MistaTre live on YouTube from Tampa Bay. Need ink? Tired of getting shafted? Or worse, artists that say they know what they're doing and provide subsequent work and then charge you for it. Then you need the crew over at Living Art Tattoo. The ink crew at Living Art Tattoo are well adversed into tattoo work, but they're also really good with the customer experience because that's the ultimate goal of owner Big Mike. Living Art Tattoo is located on Airport and Academy. Stop in or call and make an appointment today. They're on Airport and Academy in Colorado Springs. So stop in where integrity matters because at Living Art Tattoo, our slogan is, yes, it hurts.
What it do, fatty? Two behind. Do it big. Yeah, gang. Yeah.
Hey, once I started, stayed on my grind. Yeah. Mr. Grit told me don't waste no time. No. Smoking big dope, shit smell like pine. I drive a foreign and the wheels look fine. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. Couple hundred just to watch my time. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. A couple hundred just to watch my time. Since I was young, I was doing nickels and dollars and nuggets. Ever since they robbed me, trust and believe I was blessed. Smoking like a zombie. Zoo game, my niggas and nothing. Dice in my G got me. All my niggas couple buses. Once I started, stayed on my grind. Mr. Grit told me don't waste no time. Smoking big dope, shit smell like pine. I drive a foreign and the wheels look fine. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. Couple hundred just to watch my time. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. A couple hundred just to watch my time.
Hey, my hood said get you, so fuck you. You, your dead homies, and your pistols. I'm from Gameville. We don't talk we get you. The bullets out this bitch sounding like a Russian missile. I've been a real nigga, I just dabble like that. And I be down in Houston, Texas, like I'm rapping like. You's a cartoon character. Facebook dog, need a Grammy, you an actor. Push ball, me with no ammo in the gun. I got a top on the way and 100-round drum. The difference between me and you haters is I'm winning. The label left a nigga, I bounce back in the pit.
Once I started, stayed on my grind. Mr. Grit told me don't waste no time. Smoking big dope, shit smell like pine. I drive a foreign and the wheels look fine. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. Couple hundred just to watch my time. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. A couple hundred just to watch my time.
Hey, I'm in the studio, grinding with no pen or pad. Now I gave a white nigga money, now you at his man. Shit, my belly was on E, I can feel the hunger. Ever go broke, I turn your block into a fucking song. I left the West Coast to bring back my street cred. I don't know why niggas eating when the streets dead. I know where bees live when they think I don't. And I leave a nigga stinking, you think I won't. Expose me to the world, make 2 P's famous. But you gon' rub in my money, I'ma sell in payments. I don't owe nobody nothing that ain't on me. You want a feature, we charging a fuck nigga fee.
Once I started, stayed on my grind. Mr. Grit told me don't waste no time. Smoking big dope, shit smell like pine. I drive a foreign and the wheels look fine. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. Couple hundred just to watch my time. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. A couple hundred just to watch my time.
Trezona Graphic Design, leading Colorado Springs and Tampa in graphics for events, concerts, weddings, and more. Visit us on Facebook at Trezona, that's TREZONA, or email us at trezonallc@gmail.com.
Man, this is Pookie from Pookie and Ray Ray. Boy, we kicking it here with the Doc MistaTre. Check out my boy, the Doc MistaTre, Monday through Friday on YouTube, and follow him on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. No, go. Tell him, Ray Ray. Mm-hmm.
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name? Rose. Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.
Yeah. We are back. Today is not gonna suck, Kelly. Don't do that to me, man. You know we both gotta work our real jobs today. Oh wow. So is anybody now at your job, does anybody else work today? That is gonna suck. You know this is a live radio show, right? She's already throwing niggas at her other job under the bus. They don't listen to me, so she's all right. I mean, she'll live. She'll make it. She's not gonna get fired, but that was funny. She's off the chain. She's like, you cannot watch this. I do not care. Off the chain, I tell you what. Off the chain. Telling you. She was like, it's just gonna be us. No one else. Just us. By the way, the radio show's live. Fail. I love her to death, though. She cracks me up. She's off the chain. We're talking about you. We're talking about you right now. I'm like, this fool gonna just go start throwing people under the bus from her other job, forgetting that this is a live radio show. Thankfully, none of your people probably even listen to me. They probably don't even know I have a radio show. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. You know, there's a few fans you can afford for me not to have. I, on the other hand, just so you folks know, cannot afford not to have any fans. So I love you all. I love you all. You know, hey, let me just give you all a pat on the back. All my fans out there. We love you. We love you to death. Oh, my eyes are sticky. It's one thing about contacts that bugs me. It feels like my eyelids are sticking to my eyeball.
And another thing is being so humid down here, and
I like that.
the allergies. The allergies are fucking off the.
Oh, my allergies are so effed off. Like, I swear. Right, you know how when you like work out really hard and you're breathing heavy and you got all that just all that shit's coming out of you, you know, and that's why you always see athletes spitting and hocking loogies because they're not trying to swallow all that phlegm, right? Well, anyway, that's how I've been looking without working out for the last 2 weeks. I have not worked out once the last 2 weeks other than riding the bike to work. That's my regiment.
For the last 3 years.
And you a skinny little twig. That's amazing. See, guys, I try to tell y'all this. It's in my blood, man. We're all just a bunch of skinny fuckers as long as you don't literally sit around and do nothing. If you got a job and you work 8 hours a day, bare minimum in our family, you're going to be a skinny motherfucker.
I'm active too.
And she's at, hey, we don't want to hear about your bedroom business up in Hall.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about out and about. And that.
Yeah, she says out and about chasing tail. We know her.
Oh, do you?
This one's a clown.
Like I know you.
Shh. All right, look, I'm gonna stop selling your secrets to the world for ratings if you stop selling mine, okay? Fair enough. I think that's a fair agreement. I think that's fair.
No,
What's wrong?
I don't want to go.
Who the hell wants to go to work? I gotta go to my other job right after the show.
It's like an extra person there.
Right? So you mean like basically, okay, so you have to go to daycare and you ain't got no one to play with, so you're sad. Is that basically what it is?
I'm just gonna be working my ass off, that's all.
Well, that's every day.
I just hope it's not busy.
But that's every day for you. Let me ask your opinion before you get out of here, because I know you're about to leave. But so you heard about the girl in Las Vegas that ran through a bunch of people and she killed the mom of the 3 kids during this rampage. Oh, absolutely. I agree. I think she's fucking crazy. My question for you is this. You know, when people rage out like that, a lot of them will blame it on, you know, like a mental breakdown or something like that. And my question would be more. Okay, but what my question for you, I should say, would be is at what point when you have a rage moment, right? At what point is it no longer rage and it's in this case, it's obviously blatantly criminal. She murdered somebody, but if she tries to play the "I lost my noodle because I got in a fight with my baby daddy" card, you know, how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that? It's a fucking excuse.
So it's just blatantly, you know, she's a bomb out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Throw away the key?
Huh?
Lock her up, throw away the key?
Fuck yeah. She's the one that got behind the wheel, and she's the one that drove, and she's the one that fucking went nuts.
Fair enough. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at, is I'm just like,
there's nobody to blame except for that person that did that crime.
Well, here's my thing too, is like, if you snap and then you get a mental disorder case going for yourself, right, as a defense, then you go to some candy ass baby jail. But no offense, but whether you snapped and went crazy, why do you get an easier jail sentence than me just because I didn't snap? That nigga pissed me off, so I shot him. But because you snapped, you get to go to an easier jail.
I think a crime is a crime, eye for an eye, and that's it.
So no different jails for the mentally disturbed.
No, because the people that's in there will fucking take care of them.
Dang, Kelly went straight to street justice on the yard. Damn. Like, act stupid like that in prison and a nigga will cut you.
Yeah, literally. If you want to go fucking nuts in jail, let's see what happens.
Dang, Kelly's like, hey, Stucky bitch. I can just see you too. Kelly be one of them little Napoleon motherfuckers. I'm telling you, in jail, be like, I will cut a bitch. I will cut a bitch. I am not playing. I will cut a bitch. Oh man, the shit we will do in prison. Let me tell you, if you're in prison, you'll go hard to the paint. And don't.
I'm not.
And don't. You've never been to prison. Hold on. There's one of us in this room. Oh my God.
Was spending the night, and that's about all.
All right, first off, anybody who ever tells me I've been to jail and they did an overnighter for like a DUI or an overnighter for a fist fight, I laugh in their fucking face. I'm like, really? Come talk to me when you're like a juvie, wrongfully convicted, and you do 18 months, then we'll talk.
That's good enough for me overnight. I couldn't imagine being more than overnight.
Oh, it's horrible. I've done something that I did something legitly wrong, and I did some things wrong that put me in a position that the wrongful case probably would have just gotten me probation, but the case that I was wrongfully convicted on was like the judge looked at it as like the ultimate end all be all. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you fucked up enough, even though there may not be. Obviously, you're putting yourself in a position to get in trouble. That's basically the way she played it when I was a kid.
I feel like I'm doing jail time now, but on the outside.
Oh, why? Because you're a parent? No, I'm just playing. That was funny. Oh God, yes. The breathalyzer. Oh, believe me, we're gonna revisit the breathalyzer after the first of the year, people. We're going back into this goddamn breathalyzer thing because the son of a bitch pisses me off. So anyway, so that's really my question though, is when you talk about outbursts, these outbursts by people that are rage events, okay, we're not talking about a mass shooter doing things in the name of ISIS or in the names of the Republican Party or in the name of this person or in the name of that person. We're talking about somebody who goes and just snaps, insane, loses their marbles. At what point is that no longer a mental breakdown and criminal? Or as Kelly said, and Kelly's kind of sticking to her guns and saying, this should be every single time. If you do this, that's the end of it. Go to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Goodbye, see you later. Adios amigos, au revoir, bombage. That, I mean, that's what Kelly's saying is lock them up, throw away the key for however long for the time that fits the crime. Again, my concern would be is are we putting these people are we putting other people at jeopardy? You know what I mean? Are we putting other people at jeopardy? By the way, shout out to Gina Tokes. Gina Tokes, my girl from Colorado, Speak Easy worker, member, friend, buddy, pal. I love her. Definitely my co-singer when we do summer nights from the Grease soundtrack at karaoke. That is my summer nights girl. She is my Olivia. I am her John Travolta. That is the end of it. Gina Tokes, she's coming out here from Colorado. She'll be out here on Sunday, she said. So I'm actually trying to find out right now, like, what do you mean Sunday? Like, are you gonna be here for Christmas? What's going on? But again, she's posting to the post from the radio show today. So anyway, so long story short, she's posting to that. And so because of that, I need to refresh my screen and find out what she said. I'm excited. That's my boo thing. Like, I love her. She's so awesome. I can't wait to see her.
Here we go. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Have fun with that ish. So
I might have to take another pack of cigarettes because I'll be smoking up shit tonight.
Lakeisha Holloway, by the way, is the name of the girl who ran over these people in Las Vegas. She killed one person, wounded 37 others. That's what CNN was reporting today. And she had really been billed as somebody who had turned her life around. In 2012, she was actually interviewed by the Portland Opportunity she was videoed by the Portland Opportunities Industrialization Center, which helps at-risk youth educate themselves and get career training so that they can advance their career. So what's that?
You know the craziest thing about this whole thing is that she had her 3-year-old daughter in there.
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, that was something I was about to get to, too, is that the 3-year-old daughter was in the car. So she's not just charged with murder, but she's also charged with child endangerment. And because anytime you do anything stupid with a vehicle and a kid in it, you should be charged with child endangerment.
For the rest of that kid's life.
What do you mean? She probably won't be part of that child's life for the rest of that kid's life.
No, I'm saying that kid's seen everything, I'm pretty sure.
At 3 years old, I'm going to go, that's going to be borderline, who cares? Only for this reason. That kid buckled into the back of the car, most likely probably only saw their mom doing this and maybe screaming or yelling or cussing, which is probably no different than they've probably seen from their mom before. I think that the problem is that
my concern is the child.
As that kid gets older, they're going to, first off, we have an absentee parent issue now because she's going to prison, probably for the rest of her life. Probably for the rest of her life. Even if she can find a way to get this into a mentally disturbed case, she's still going to do 15 years in a mental institute where they're going to they're going to shock her ass or something crazy.
It's so crazy because it was mentioned just at work, just recently, I do believe so. As in, maybe even here, I don't remember where I've heard it at, but they should actually open back up the asylums, like for mental fucking people, like literally.
I don't know about that. Those bother me.
Because, I mean, there's fucking crazy people all over the place.
But have you heard the stories of the experiments they've done on people there? It's as bad as freaking Dachau or Stuttgart by the Nazis.
I'm not talking about doing experiments. Fucking lock them up and that's it.
Okay, so you're saying kind of like people who are doing life in prison, like lock them up and just forget about them. Forget you ever existed.
Like, who were in the right mind, there's a lot of them, like Jeffrey Dahmer. Who with the right mind fucking cut people up and fucking eat them?
Well, that's just it. I think we go back to the psycho factor and the narcissistic factors.
It's still happening out there, but there's probably so much shit happening out there that we don't even know of.
I agree.
I mean, there's probably so much that's being secretive, Our country. There's so much shit going on, I bet.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you.
I love you.
I love you too. Have a good day at work, yo. So that's Kelly Kell leaving the studio here. So other than that, Senator Lindsey Graham drops out of the Republican National Committee's race, and gives up his bid for the president, but gives warning to people like Donald Trump, and also gave warning to Hillary as well, and saying that hey, You guys might want to use me. I'm probably the guy that knows the most about foreign policy. So you guys might want to use me. And it'd be a good idea to use me. We really got to teach these guys about slamming the door to the studio. Like, slam the door to the studio is really a bad idea. Bad idea. Well, anyway, we're going to go to break. When we get back from the break, we're going to continue on. Trump with some arguably and questionable comments for Hillary Clinton. I think that is absolutely something that we probably need to visit and get into, because he definitely had one of those. He's going to have a problem later on in the general election, because outside, and what the country has to understand is they think that he has this huge supporting. No. First off, a Republican candidate, period, only has about 30% of the support, period. The Democratic candidate will has about 60% of the public support. With that said, of that 30%, he's only pulling in about 24% of the support, and he's insulting women. You can't go around insulting a woman for going to the bathroom during the goddamn debate. I mean, seriously, I'm going to go to the bathroom during this break and probably make coffee. By the way, shout out to Two Piece and Fetty Wap for the track during the last break. During this break, we're gonna have another track. By the way, we're gonna go with "Overdosing" by Mr. D featuring Be Easy. That's gonna be the song during the break. But before we go to break, we of course got to do our normal stuff, you know, pay the bills, etc. But so, and when we get back again, we're going to talk about these comments by Trump. Why do we have no audio?
No Jamaican, we got one Puerto Rican, number one son. First joint for the world, all for one man. Yeah man, we smoke all day, so go guys man. Don't never surrender, me can't turn wrong. Champion King, I told you feels to the world. Nigga never gotta bring me out of straight to the hood. But tonight's more fireflies and black stars. Yes, we start like a
High Tide Stick Radio wants to remind you that consuming cannabis and driving is a bad idea. People are going to just honk at you for going too slow anyway. You're listening to High Tide Stick with the Doc MistaTre live from Tampa Bay, Monday through Fridays on YouTube. Trezona LLC and Living Art Tattoo are proud to present you with the latest mix album by MistaTre, available today at ReverbNation.com. Just go to ReverbNation.com, type in MistaTre, and download the entire album as well as prior tracks free on Reverb Nation by MistaTre. She Said Treasy's the Boss, available now for download. Presented to you by Living Art Tattoo of Colorado Springs.
Too much, right? Overdosing, I'm in over my head. I said what I should have said. I'm living this shit we did. I'm coming, you should be scared. I'm coming in, I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone. All alone, in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone, in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone. I'm coming in, I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone. overdose and I'm in over my head. Taking blunts to the head. Coming, you should be scared. Me against the world of Tupac and with a block. Cause I don't wanna go before my time up on the clock. They say when you on the screen, everybody wanna watch. They say, boy, you at the bottom, you'll never reach the top. Heavy hearted, my emotions got dropped. Maneuver with the movement, man, my motion won't stop. Cause there's money over everything. Maybe even you got a distance on the side, man. Maybe even too. They all say they love him, but you know how bitches do. Niggas be falsified, and I just remain true. I said, damn. Scheming while getting Sam, my short shit getting grand. I hate thinking about that bullshit. And the stress, working real hard without resting. OT till I OD, that's right. Overdose, and I'm in over my head. I said what I should have said. I'm living, it should be dead. I'm coming, you should be scared. I'm coming in, I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone. All alone, in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone, in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone. I'm coming in, I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone.
And I ain't talking in the victim sense. Talking, I'm on a whole other level. This shit in my sense. Got my paper in my sense. I want it all. Nothing less. You smell success. That's been my step. You fuck me one time. Ain't forget no handkerchief for falling tears. On the fears, you telling stories. Disappearing down and out. But now found when half the glory category. Bitch made that you know what's and what's about it. And please don't ever doubt it. Fuck your help. I'm here without it. For real. Cause I done made it on my loan. Some with chip on shoulder, chips of soda, feeling like you wrote some. Can't expect your intellect to see the will of no none. But how the hell you fight that hand that feeds you when there's no one? They gon' come and go, and I know that shit true. Take that picture of Van Gogh so you clearly see who the fuck I am. A giant from my point of view. From skyscraper view, what I do see this view. So I
overdose and I'm in over my head. I said what I should have said. I'm living, it should be dead. I'm coming, you should be scared. I'm coming in, I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone. All alone, in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone, in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone. I'm coming in, I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone.
High Tide Stick is an entertainment, cannabis news, politics, and music talk show on YouTube for 21 and up. So do what you always have done. Kick your younger siblings out of the room, throw on your headphones, and enjoy the show. You're listening to High Tide Stick on YouTube with the Doc MistaTre live from Tampa Bay.
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name? Rose. Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.
Yeah, that's right. High Tide Stick back in the house, wrapping up the show, finishing up. We're at the third and final segment. I can always tell this time of year when it's the third and final segment because for the last, God knows how many radio shows I've been on, every freaking time, dude. Every time. It doesn't matter what show I'm on. Damn show ends up Sorry, it doesn't matter. I forgot the hell I was saying. But either way, we got to get this show wrapped up. But the damn sun comes through the damn window, right? Bounces off the TV and hits me in the eye from off the and this and that. And so anyway, I had to fix the damn blinds during the break or just right now. So sorry about that. But anyway, so let's jump right into it as we are now officially on the clock for the end of the show. All right, so let's get to it and straight to it. So in breaking news, and these are all going to be quick little breaking news blurbs, something that we've covered in the past has changed, and or something, you know, either way is going on. We got to cover it. It's considered breaking news, so we're going to go through it. So Sandra Bland found dead in her jail cell back in July. You guys remember the story? After being incarcerated for being pulled over for a turning without a turn signal by an officer. It was all caught on video. No indictment for anyone for any reason, not in the jail cell system, not in the police system. I'm not saying that the cop needs to go to jail or he did anything wrong that would warrant him going to jail. What I am saying is that regardless, that something isn't right. And again, we're going to dig a little bit deeper into this because I want to know what the results of the autopsy were. Now that that's probably public information, or at least something where I can get some public information that's been leaked. Love the media. Leave your comments for us on Twitter. Just tag us at High Tide Stick. You can also do that on Instagram. You can go to Facebook and follow us on Facebook, all that good jazz. But anyway, continuing and rolling with the show. Also, Officer Porter's case ends in a hung jury and is scheduled to be retried in the middle of next year, 2016. So I'm a little surprised because that obviously warrants that there may not be, the jury may have not have felt that there was enough evidence to convict him of a crime as high as they're asking for. So you have to understand, in the legal system, there's levels of crimes. Like there's murder. Yes, murder is one word. Murder is a word. There are levels and definitions to what degree the murders are committed in. So you have to understand, and for any of my law people out there, you guys are going to know this all day, but for all you folks out there that may not be as familiar with the way the law works, murder is a word, a adjective, an act, I mean a verb, an act. It's something you've done. You've committed murder. You've done this, murder. But the level of murder, was it self-defense? Was it involuntary manslaughter, which is where you killed somebody but you didn't do it voluntarily, you know, like a car accident, you know, an involuntary murder car accident where maybe you fell asleep at the wheel. You didn't voluntarily kill them. You didn't set out with the intent to kill them, but you still killed them. There's murder when you assault somebody. Does that make sense? When you assault somebody, the assault and battery level of murder, right? The assault and battery level of murder. Did you get in a scuffle with a guy, and then during that scuffle, it wasn't your intent to kill him, but you killed him? Okay. There are levels of murder. And so with that said, you have to look at this case with this guy that was killed, or that died, I should say. Let's not wrongfully word this, because the jury is obviously still out because it ended in a hung jury. But there are levels to murder. And so maybe they're overcharging him, worried about the wake of the public opinion, with so many incidences involving the police and so many incidents involving the murder of innocent, or at least minorities who haven't committed very severe crimes, that are turning into senseless and countless murders by the police. Now, with that said, do not ever take away from the fact that officers are killed in the line of duty every single day. And contrary to the common belief, percentage-wise, we kill them more than they kill us. Because for every one of us that's in this country, they kill this many, right? But for every one of them that's in the country, we kill this many. You see what I'm saying? So, again, the numbers are astronomically different between cops killed in the line of duty and people killed by cops every year. Let me explain that to you very clearly. But again, let's remember that not every cop is a murderer. Not every minority is going to rob you. Not every white person wants to put you in jail or hang you from a tree. And not every Muslim wants to blow your fucking house up, okay? Let's leave today with sensibility on Taco Tuesday, my brothers and sisters. Let's bring the good congregation together and let's say this. Smoke weed every day. I'm about to get out of here, but before I do, the last story that I want to talk about is Steve Harvey's miss at the Miss Universe pageant. You know, it's okay. So I feel bad for Miss Columbia because she's not going to get what she thought she was going to get at that moment. And this flood of wonderful emotion that I could only begin to try to imagine came over her as she had finally reached the pinnacle of her profession of pageantry, the ever so Miss Universe pageant. Which, by the way, we don't let aliens from outer space, so I don't understand how it's the Miss Universe pageant. The universe is a big-ass place. Maybe there's some hot alien chicks out there. Why are we not looking into this? It's still just the Miss World pageant, the Miss Earth pageant. They should really rename that. I think they're discriminating against aliens, which they don't want to admit exist, right? Other than that, so Steve Harvey owned it, though. He really did. He dropped the ball. And the thing is what about Miss Philippines? Miss Filipino, badass Filipino chick, by the way. But Miss Columbia, though, I don't know how she didn't win. I'm just that because Steve Harvey was like, look, Miss Filipino, you fine as shit. You fine as shit, baby. But Miss Columbia, you a bad bitch. I don't care what they said. Miss Columbia, you are the winner of the Miss Universe pageant of blah, 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 blah. Because you fine as hell, girl. You fine as hell. I love you, Steve Harvey. You know I got to bust your balls because I fuck up too. And I know when I fuck up, I don't get laughs like you did. When I mess up, it'd be like this. And I lose a lot of this. So I'm just saying, you know, at least they was laughing. And brother, I'm laughing with you, not at you. Because I've made this corny ass mistakes too, as never at the level that you are. And I respect and love you, man. And I love your show too. I listen to you right out here in Tampa on the radio, brother. On it's 94 or 5 points. I can't remember that channel. I just pushed the button in the car, man, and it goes to it. So anyway, love you guys. I'm about to get out of here. We're gonna leave you guys with of course, with the High Tide Stick theme track. As we get out this piece, again, special shout out to Mr. D, Blair Bassard, 2-piece for the music today, featuring Fetty Wap, of course, on that 2-piece track, and Be Easy on the overdosing track. Again, love you guys. Again, reach out to those artists. You can get them through our Facebook, our Twitter, here at High Tide Stick. You can also follow me, MistaTre, on Twitter, all that good stuff. Anyway, number love and peace to the world. We love you. I got to get out of here. You got to get out of here. I got to go to my regular job. If you ain't got a regular job, get a regular job. Just because you never know when shit might go sideways. On the real. Love and peace. Have fun. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 7 a.m. on High Tide Stick with the Doc MistaTre, live from Tampa.
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name? Rose. Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.
So she know how she feels so real. No Jamaican, we done one Puerto Rican, #1 sons. Full George would be worth all but one man. Young man, we smoke all day, so go back, man. Don't never surrender me, can't tell wrong. Sammy King, I told you, feel so good. They never thought I would have had a straight to the hood. But tonight, tomorrow, fire, eyes of black Charles, whatever now, conversation like me, like a show. I don't think a minute in the Haitian, but the guns can buy with your mind. From the American nation, but we're popular with them, somebody from the Caribbean, chosen next way. So, we are Michigan. Like the tsunami, one of that kind of chased in. Take up the foundations of the world, the history pages. Tonight, about peace, knowing that I didn't rage.
Something's occasion, but I was on occasions. And best of all, cause like a shot to make you break and let it drop in your face. You're right. And that's your body, alright. In the 16 tries to one, over the fight. There's a night I gotta send to the close by, paying no more. If you black, white, Asian, Caribbean, or Spanish, tonight let's enjoy the summer night, let the hate now Marcy vanish. Let's be more like the broadcast piece, I'm putting it on my damn head. Chill out, roll that one, and let's talk about why we blowing cannabis. I'm just saying, we can be put on deep meditation. They need to keep a focus on the negative and the generating. So, man, we can just win in hell, you're celebrating. Don't make me feel the whole month, like you're better hating. One love, the king, me boy, the king, one love, the guy, you know do you know how me feel now, mama?